Kensurfs here, and yet another shave video. I have been receiving some products in the mail that I had ordered, and I'm looking forward for an opportunity to try them. And a couple of products that came, first of all, what's cool about this channel for me is you guys have comments and suggestions that you leave, and there's some products that maybe are available in Europe or other parts of the world that I've never even heard of out here, and this is one of them. And what happens is somebody had asked, hey, what do you think of the Helan products? They're made in Italy, and we have an aftershave here and an eau de toilette here, and this stuff smells really good, and I've never really heard of it out here before. Oh man, it's the vetiver and rum smell. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing a shave, and I'm going to be trying out the aftershave for the first time, and maybe I'll even shoot on some of this this eau de toilette afterwards. But it really has a good smell, and I guess it's made in Italy. So since it's made in Italy, I'll be using some other Italian products today. So we'll be using the Cella, which I've used before. It's a really nice soap. And I'm also not Italian, or this is not Italian, but I'm going to use some Dove Preshave. I'm going to use a Merkur Futur, and I'm looking forward to trying this again. It's a really fat head razor, and the only reason I don't use it more often is it's very hard for me to get underneath my nose. But since I've got this going on still, it's going to be real easy today. And my wife picked this up as an anniversary gift, I believe it was, when we went to West Coast shaving earlier in the year. And what's ironically, I was just watching Paul H. films, and he was using some soap from West Coast Shaving. So it's a small world. That West Coast Shaving is probably about half an hour, 45 minutes from here. So it's a really nice place. I should put a link down here, down in the description, so you can go to it if you want. But it's nice to see people in Europe and in England and Wales trying out products that are 30 minutes from here, made in the US. So that was kind of cool. And the blade I will be using will be a 7 o'clock today. So all right, let me get my face wet, and we'll get ready. Almost forgot to mention the Italian brush I'll be using today, the Omega Boar. All right. Well, it's my Friday off today, so I really like those Fridays off. I have one more day of work next week. I think I mentioned in my previous video, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but our offices are moving a little further inland. So I'm going to be first day in the new office, and they are shipping all of our equipment and all of our belongings over this weekend. So I've got to make sure everything turned out okay, everything showed up okay. So I'll see what happens on Monday. So I'll unpack, and then I'm off till the 2nd of January. So that should be nice. All right. Well, when I'm whipping that up, let me wet my face one more time and put on a little bit of the Dove. Stuff works really well. Really well. If you can find it. Always stuff that works well seems like it's discontinued. All right. Well, the Cella lathers up just as good as usual. Cella was probably my first Italian soap that I used. I got it as a gift a couple of years ago. My wife found it in a local beauty shop, so she got it for me. And yeah, I enjoy it. All right. Does lather up nice. Warmed up a little bit at the beach today. It's been windy and cold, but the weather's looking good. Oh, and that reminds me, if you're going to be in town in January on the 7th, My friend Abraham from the Inland Empire, Riverside, California, has helped, or is basically doing it all. He's setting up a Wetshavers meet here in Surf City, Huntington Beach. And it's going to be down at the Huntington Beach Pier at Fred's Mexican Cantina. It's on the second floor. It's got a balcony. It's overlooking the pier. You can look down and see all the wildlife. So if you're in town on in early January, you know, check it out. By the way, here's a copy of the flyer. He did a good job on that. We're going to do those events all over South County, California, every month. And then on the fourth meet, we'll do a bigger event. And I think the fourth meet this time, we're not doing it, but it's going to be at the Old Town Shaving, the Big West 2. But the one after that, we're going to do something bigger than just the weekend meetups, and maybe have some special soaps made just for the event or something like that. So we're working on that. So hopefully we see you out there. All right, Merkur, Futur, and I'm going to set it at number 3 today. And that is One Heavy Mother. But it knocks it down very quickly. What's cool about this razor, if you haven't used it before or heard of it, I'm sure you have, but it's an adjustable modern razor. So you can adjust it to your preference. Goes from 0 to 6, I believe. 1 to 6, 6 being the most aggressive. I've got it mid-range right now. And that mid-range setting seems to work really good for me. Those adjustable razors, you can put in your favorite blades or a really sharp blade, and you can set it, make the gap. Somebody asked what an aggressive razor is, and the way I best describe it is the gap between the safety gap between the blade and the razor. The wider it is, or the bigger the gap, the more that blade's gonna bite on your skin. So that's my opinion of what an aggressive razor is. Might differ from yours, but the closer the gap, the less contact the blade has with the skin, so it doesn't bite as bad. When I first tried this out, I had it at setting 1. I wasn't even cutting any hair. And the gentleman in West Coast Shaving, he says he dials it down his first pass. He'll use it a little more aggressive. Second pass, a little different. Felt that bite. Get me? Well, doesn't look like it. Oh. Oh. That Cella soap, always a good shave. That, the Parassos. Perfect. Now the only complaint I have about this this Helan bottle is it's actually a spray nozzle. I drown myself in this stuff. I usually pour it in my hand, but we'll we'll find a happy median. Oh man, that smells great. See how my wife likes it when she comes home. She has not smelled this yet. Then to add insult to injury, whoops, we can put a little Eau de Toilette on there, which lasts a little longer. That aftershave supposedly dissipates a little quicker, but the Eau de Toilette lasts a lot longer. Well, thank you very much for watching. It's nice to get out some shaving videos instead of waiting a week between. And I've got so many things I need to try out. It's really a pleasure for me to do these and to get an opportunity to try them. All right, well, until next time, it's Kensurfs saying have a great night.